DevOps is one of the most heard buzzwords in the IT industry, and it is a relatively new concept gaining popularity. DevOps represents a shift in traditional IT culture, emphasizing collaboration, automation, and continuous improvement. DevOps specialists who can assist companies in navigating the complex, fast paced world of software development and IT operations are in high demand today. Jenkins is a very popular tool for DevOps engineers. Jenkins is an open source automation server widely used for building, deploying, and automating any project. Its popularity and widespread adoption make it an essential tool for many DevOps teams. So today, let's explore what DevOps is and the differences between traditional IT and DevOps. Then we will move ahead and explore the importance of CI/CD in DevOps. Then we will explore a very popular CI/CD tool, that is Jenkins. We will explore the problem solved by Jenkins, the pipeline, and the architecture of Jenkins. Finally, I will take you through a Jenkins demo, which includes the installation of Jenkins, building a CI/CD pipeline in Jenkins using GitHub, and configuring email notifications in Jenkins. So before we get started with the topic, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest tech content by Edureka. Also, visit the Edureka website for training and certification courses, the link to which is in the description box below. Introduction to DevOps. So DevOps is a set of practices that aims to automate and integrate software development and IT operation processes. The term DevOps is a combination of development and operations, reflecting the collaboration and communication between these two traditionally separate teams. DevOps is a holistic approach that aims to develop a culture of cooperation and continuous improvement while automating procedures. So, how is DevOps different from traditional models? DevOps differs from traditional models of software development and IT operations in several key ways. Development and operations teams often work in separate departments, leading to communication barriers and delays in the software delivery process. But DevOps focuses on collaboration and communication between the operations team, development team, and other stakeholders. Traditional models rely heavily on manual processes for tasks like code deployment, testing, and infrastructure provisioning. This manual approach is time consuming and is also prone to errors. But DevOps advocates for automation at every stage of the development lifecycle. Automation tools and scripts are used to streamline and accelerate processes, reducing the risk of human errors and increasing efficiency. Traditional models often follow a waterfall model with sequential phases. Changes are not frequently released, leading to longer development cycles. DevOps embraces continuous delivery, where incremental changes are delivered frequently. This enables organizations to meet customer needs, release new features, and resolve problems more quickly. Fixed infrastructure. So, traditional models involve manually managing and configuring infrastructure, which can result in inconsistencies in reproducing code environments. But DevOps utilizes infrastructure as code principles, allowing for the automated provisioning and management of infrastructure. For traditional models, testing is often performed in isolated phases, leading to delays in identifying and addressing integration issues. DevOps adopts continuous integration where developers integrate code changes regularly, triggering automated tests. This helps identify and fix integration issues early in the development process. So, in summary, DevOps represents a departure from traditional models by promoting collaboration, automation, continuous delivery, and a cultural shift towards shared responsibility. Next, let's explore the importance of CI/CD in DevOps. So CI/CD brings continuous integration and automation to apps at every stages of their life cycle, from delivery and deployment to integration and testing. These connected techniques are often referred to as a CI/CD pipeline and are used by the development and operations teams. So CI/CD is a solution to the problems that arise when integrating new code. CI/CD enables automated and frequent integration of code changes into a shared repository. This accelerates the development process and reduces the time it takes to deliver new features or enhancements to end users. Continuous integration and continuous delivery are integral components of the DevOps philosophy, contributing significantly to the efficiency, reliability, and speed of software development and deployment. Jenkins, GitLab CI, Travis CI, Circle CI, Bamboo are some CI/CD tools. Out of these tools, let's explore one important CI/CD tool, that is Jenkins. So Jenkins is an open source automation server widely used for building, deploying, and automating any project, particularly in the field of CI/CD. It is a software that is built in Java. It helps automate parts of the software development process, making it more efficient and reducing manual intervention. Jenkins is an amazing tool to build a CI/CD pipeline because of its flexibility, extensibility, and strong community support. Jenkins plays a crucial role in the DevOps toolchain by automating key processes and providing a flexible and extensible platform for developing, testing, and releasing software. Now let's explore some problems solved by Jenkins. Jenkins addresses several challenges in the software development process by providing a robust and flexible automation platform. Some of the key problems solved by Jenkins include continuous integration. Integration issues often arise when multiple developers are working on different elements of a project simultaneously. These issues can lead to conflicts and difficulties in merging code. But Jenkins automates the process of integrating code changes from multiple contributors into a shared repository. It performs automated builds and tests to identify integration issues early in the development cycle. Automated builds. Manual build processes can be time-consuming, error-prone, and lack consistency across different development environments. But Jenkins automates the build process, ensuring that applications are built consistently. Automated builds reduce the risk of errors and help maintain a reliable and up-to-date code base. Testing automation. Manual testing is time-consuming and there is a risk of human error. Ensuring that all parts of an application are thoroughly tested can be challenging. But Jenkins integrates with testing frameworks and tools to automate the testing process. This includes unit tests, integration tests, and other types of automated testing, providing faster feedback on the quality of the code. Code deployment. Manually deploying code to different environments can lead to inconsistencies and errors. It is also a time-consuming and error-prone process. But Jenkins facilitates the automated deployment of applications to various environments, including development, testing, staging, and production. So this automation reduces the deployment time, minimizes errors, and ensures consistency across environments. Version control. So managing different versions of the code and coordinating changes across a development team can be complex. But Jenkins integrates seamlessly with version control systems such as Git, Subversion to automate the process of pulling the latest code changes, ensuring that all team members are working with the latest code version. Next, let's explore the Jenkins pipeline. So a Jenkins pipeline is a set of features in Jenkins that enables the definition and automation of continuous integration and continuous delivery workflows. It allows you to express your software delivery pipeline as code, which can be versioned, shared, and executed within Jenkins. The Jenkins pipelines can be defined using either declarative or scripted syntax, and they provide a way to model, visualize, and automate complex delivery processes. Now I'll explain the key components of a Jenkins pipeline using this pipeline script. The pipeline script defines the entire workflow as code. It is typically stored in a file that is a Jenkins file alongside the application source code or in a version control repository. The script specifies the stages, steps, and conditions for building, testing, and deploying the application. The Jenkins pipeline is written based on two syntaxes, namely declarative pipeline syntax and scripted pipeline syntax. So the declarative syntax is a more structured way to define pipelines. It provides a concise and human-readable format for declaring the stages, steps, and conditions of the pipeline. It supports a pipeline as a code concept. This code is written in a Jenkins file, which can be checked into a source control management system such as Git. Whereas the scripted pipeline is a traditional way of writing the code. In this pipeline, the Jenkins file is written on the Jenkins UI instance. Next component is stage. So here the stage represents different phases of the software delivery process such as build, test and deploy. Steps. Each stage consists of a set of steps that are executed sequentially. They represent actions like compiling code, running tests or deploying artifacts. Steps can include built-in functions, scripts or calls to external tools. Next, let's explore the Jenkins architecture. So Jenkins operates based on a master agent architecture, enabling the distribution of build and deployment tasks across multiple machines. The Jenkins master is the core server that manages the entire Jenkins environment. It handles the scheduling of jobs, monitoring of agents, and overall coordination of the CI/CD pipeline. Jenkins agents or slaves are machines that perform the actual building, testing, and deployment tasks. Agents connect to the Jenkins master and execute tasks as directed. Next, let's move forward to the installation of Jenkins in Windows. The prerequisite of Jenkins is that we should have Java, that is JDK, installed in our system. If you haven't installed Java, go ahead and install it. You can refer to the Edureka's Java installation video. First, open the web browser and type Jenkins. Open the first link from the official Jenkins website. Yeah, this is the Jenkins website. Let's go ahead and click on download. So now we are directed to this page. Here we can see the version, download Jenkins 2.4 to 6.1. This is LTS version. So we can download Jenkins using Docker, Kubernetes or an Ubuntu. Here in this demo, I will be showing how to install Jenkins in Windows. So let's click on this. Yeah, so now Jenkins installer is downloaded. Let's just save it here. Wait for the download. Yeah, so it's preparing to install. Let's now click next. So this is the path where Jenkins will be downloaded. Now here, I am not setting up the password and username right now. So I'm just clicking run service as local system. We'll set it after Jenkins is installed. Next. So this is the port where Jenkins will run, that is 8080. So let's just test if that port is available. So this green tick shows that the port is available. So let's just click on next. So now here we need to paste the JDK link, okay, the path to our JDK. So for that, let's just go, yeah, this is the path. Let's just copy the path of JDK and let's just paste it here. Click on next. Let this be the default. Click on next and let's press on install. Yeah, once that is done, let's go to this link. Click on this link. So now we need to unlock Jenkins. To unlock Jenkins, we need the initial admin password. So the initial admin password is here, okay, in this link that they have already provided. So let's go to explore. Let's go to our quick access and let's just copy paste this link. Okay, let's just open it using Notepad. Yeah, so this is the password. So let's just copy it and paste it here. Then click on Install Suggested Plugins. So now all these plugins will be installed. Let's just wait for the installation to be over. Yeah, now we need to create a username. So let's keep it Edureka and password. Okay, give your email address as well. Save and continue. Yeah, this is the URL in which Jenkins will run. Let's just save and finish. Now click on Start using Jenkins. Yeah, so this is the Jenkins dashboard and we have successfully installed Jenkins in our system. Now that you have installed Jenkins, we can go ahead and create a CI/CD pipeline. Click on New Item and name it as Jenkins Demo and click on Pipeline, then OK. Okay, then we need to go down and let's try some existing pipeline. So here we have an already existing pipeline, that is Hello World. So this is the pipeline script. So basically a Jenkins scripted pipeline is a sequence of stages to perform CI/CD related tasks that can be specified as code. So it enables you to develop a pipeline script and add it to your code repository so that you can version it. So first we have the node block, okay, that is the pipeline. Then we have the stage block. Here we will define what the pipeline will do. So this step here, it will echo Hello World. Okay, that is, it will print Hello World. So this is basically a simple pipeline script. Now let's save it and let's click on Build Now. Okay, so here you can see that the pipeline is getting built, and so these are the different stages. Okay, in the stage view you can see different stages of the pipeline that we are building. So now here you can see that there is a green tick. Green tick indicates that the pipeline is built. So we'll just go ahead and click on it. Yeah, now we can see that this is the console output. So here you can see that Hello World is printed here, that is echoed, and our Hello World is a success. Next, let's see how to pull code from a GitHub repository and build a pipeline. So GitHub is a web-based repository of code that plays a major role in DevOps. It provides a common platform for multiple developers working on the same code or project to upload and retrieve updated code, thereby facilitating continuous integration. So Jenkins needs to have a GitHub plugin installed to pull code from the GitHub repository. Also, we need to have Git installed on the local machine. So download the appropriate Git file for your operating system, in this case Windows, and install it into your local machine. So you can execute Git repositories in your Jenkins once Git has been installed on your machine. So to check if Git has been installed on your system, open command prompt and type Git. Yeah, this shows us that Git has been installed in the system. The second thing that you need to make sure is that we need to add the git.exe path to the global tool configuration in Jenkins. So for that, open Jenkins and click on Manage Jenkins. Click on Tools. Under Git installation, you can see this path. Okay, this is the path to the Git executable. Okay, so for that, to get this path, go to command prompt and type where git. Yeah, so this is the path to my Git executable. So we need to copy this path and paste it here. Okay, and then we save it. Yeah, so that is done. Next, what we need to do is we need to create a repository in GitHub. So this is my repository, CI/CD pipeline. This repository, I created it for the sake of this demo. So, and you'll also have to add a file, that is Jenkins. Okay, so this is a document named Jenkins. So the Jenkins file is a text file that includes the description of a Jenkins pipeline. Okay, so this is the pipeline code. So the stage block comprises a number of stages in a pipeline showing the Jenkins pipeline flow. So here there are 3 stages: build, test and deploy. So each stage will print building example. The first stage will print building example. second will echo testing example, and the third deploying example. So now that everything is set, let's go ahead and build the pipeline in Jenkins. Okay, so click on new item, name it as Jenkins Demo 2, and then click on pipeline and click on OK. Yeah, here we need to click on GitHub project, and for the project URL, we need to go to the GitHub repository and click on code. Here we have the HTTPS link. Copy that and paste it here. Then go down and also enable this option, that is GitHub hook trigger for GITSCM polling. Now, once that is done, go to pipeline and pipeline script from SCM. Yeah, so now we need to choose our SCM, which is Git, and the repository URL will be the same thing that we had copied. Okay, so control paste, and then here under the branches to build, replace master with the asterisk. Once that is done, you also need to change the script path to Jenkins and save it. Okay, so now our pipeline is ready. Now we'll have to build it. So click on build now. Yeah, now we can see that our pipeline is getting built. So these are the different stages. You can see the progress here. Yeah, now the pipeline is built. We can see the green tick. So click on that. This shows us the console output. So you can go down. You can see if the statements are being printed. Now you can see that building example, testing example, and deploying example. The three statements are being echoed, that is being printed here. So now we have successfully created a pipeline in Jenkins. Next, let's explore the steps to configure email notifications. We will get email notifications whenever some important events take place. That is, if the build is successful or if there is a failure. So the team of developers is notified about the status of the build. We can customize emails for any event. This can be done with the help of an email plugin in Jenkins. Using the email plugin, we can configure the email details of the concerned person who should be notified in the case of build events. So there are two ways to configure email notifications in Jenkins. First, using email extension plugin. This plugin lets you configure every aspect of email notifications. You can customize when to send the email, who receives it, and what the email says. Second, using default email notifier. This comes with Jenkins by default. It has a default message consisting of a build number and status. So now in this demo, I will be explaining the steps to configure email notifications using the email extension plugin. Yeah, so this is the Jenkins homepage. So first let's install the email extension plugin. On the Jenkins homepage, click on Manage Jenkins. Here, click on Plugins. Yeah, so these are the plugins that is available for updates. And here we have all the available plugins installed. Then we have the installed plugins. So installed plugins is all the plugins that I've installed here. So I've already installed the email plugin. So I'll just type email. So these are the two plugins, email extension plugin and email extension template plugin. So I've already installed these plugins. So it's already present in the installed plugins. So, okay, if you have not installed the plugin, go ahead and install it and it will be present in the installed plugins. Once the plugin is installed, go to the dashboard again, click on Manage Jenkins, click on System, okay. So here we have to set configurations for our email notification. Basically, there are two sections, okay, once you go down. Yeah, so here there is a section called Extended Email Notification. We'll do that once we are done with this section, okay. email notification. So here the SMTP server is smtp.gmail.com. Okay, this is the server for Gmail. After that, we need to click on advanced and tick use SMTP authentication. And here, this is the username. This is the email to which all these notifications are sent. Okay, so the email is this. Okay, type your email here under username and your password here. You can't see this. Once that is done, click on use SSL. And the SMTP port for Gmail is 465. And once that is set, we can test if the configurations are working. So let's just click on this and let's just copy the same email address and paste it here, test email recipient. So here we enter all the email addresses where we want the notifications to be sent. Okay, now just click on test configuration. Yeah, so now we can see that the email was successfully sent. Okay, so this email, okay, that you are entering here, you should always make sure that the two-factor authentication is disabled and that less secure app access is on. Always make sure that two-factor authentication is disabled and that less secure app access is on for the Gmail ID. Okay, now we can see that the email was successfully sent. So let's just go to the email and I'm just refreshing it. Yeah, so this is the email. So this is the test email sent from Jenkins. Okay, this is the message that email that we'll get. Okay, so now we can see that our configurations are working. So before that, we should also add the configurations for extended email notification. Yeah, so here we have the same thing, smtp.gmail.com as SMTP server and SMTP port is 465. Then under advanced, you need to add the credentials. Here the credentials is the email ID and the password. Okay, and click on use SSL. After that is done, here you can see the default content type. So content type can be plain text or HTML. So here I'm choosing a plain text. And this is the recipient to which the mail is sent, default. And this is the default subject. So here this is the subject. So when you build a job, first the subject will replace the job name here under project name and the build number and the build status if it's a success or a failure. Okay, so that is the default subject and this is the default content which is similar to the default subject. After that, let's just click on default triggers. So this is how frequently the email will be triggered. So here I've enabled always. So always the email will be triggered for any of the events. Yeah, so we are done with that. Let's just apply and let's just save it. So our configurations are set. Now let's see if these configurations are working by creating a job. So let's just create a new item here. Okay, I'll name it as Jenkins demo email. Okay. So I'm creating a freestyle project here. Let's just click on it and let's click on OK. Yeah, so now we have created the project. So go down. Here we need to go to the build steps. Okay, add build step, click on that and let's click on execute Windows batch command. So here we need to type the command. It can be anything. So here I'm just checking the Java version and the directory. So this is my code. Okay. Now let's go ahead and Under the post-build actions, click on editable email notification. Yeah. So that is also done. Okay. So once that is done, let's click on apply and save it. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and build our job. Let's click on build now. Yeah, so now we can see that the job is built because of this green tick. Let's click on that. And here is the console output. Okay, so here we can see the Java version and the directory as well. Okay, now we'll check if the email is present. Yeah, so you can see that the job, that is Jenkins demo job, is built and it's successful. Okay, so this is how we configure email notifications in Jenkins. As of 2023, Jenkins remains a leader in the CI/CD space. With its extensive plugin architecture and large user base, it is used by thousands of organizations worldwide. According to the 2022 DevOps survey by the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, Jenkins was used by over 50% of respondents for automation and CI/CD, maintaining a significant presence in the market. I hope you got an idea about DevOps and the importance of Jenkins. Now, since Jenkins is installed in your system and you have an idea about how to create a pipeline in Jenkins and configure email notifications, go ahead and explore the different functionalities of Jenkins. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and keep learning.
I hope you have enjoyed listening to this video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries, and we will reply them at the earliest. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to Edureka channel to learn more. Happy learning!